Greetings, everyone. It's a beautiful day. CYBERYOGA here, and today's episode is about the power of accountability. One of my favorite topics I like to use. I feel like it's really important. Everything. I feel like all the videos I make are very important, but this one in specific is about accountability, which means that you're responsible for the things that you have done, consciously or subconsciously, for yourself or for others. So, I really believe in leading by example, and you can't be a great leader until you lead others. So this video is really just inspired about that. So about you just truly and honestly being accountable for the things that you've done. So for instance, I'm accountable for everything that I've done in my life from childbirth until now, and so it's up to me to be accountable for my health and my wellness, and my positivity, my wellness, my business, my finances, my relationships. It's up to me because I make the choice to do what's right or what's wrong. So, and what I'm understanding a lot with dealing with a lot of trauma, a lot of people deal with trauma, they're not able to be accountable for themselves, or typically they would like to blame the other person for their downfalls or shortcomings. I'm not here to say that some people can't be accountable for others being harmed, but it's more about your responsibility, your accountability in the equation of the trauma. And again, it's not for every case, because some kids that suffer trauma, it's not their fault why that happened to them. But you are accountable for learning how to heal, learning how to forgive, learning how to show up for yourself, and learning how to do the self-work to find God, or allow God to help you, and to find your peace and your clarity. And I share this because I used to have a lot of I used to have a lot of accountability issues in the past. So whether I would blame someone for something, blame my father or my mother for something, and justifying why I would do something because of them. And it's about you being accountable. So if I park my car at a parking stall and it says you can't park here at a certain point in time, or it is for handicapped, and I end up getting a ticket, I can't be mad because I'm accountable for reading the sign and understanding that there's a violation if I do this. So I have to read the sign accordingly, therefore I park. So I'm accountable for everything I'm doing. I have to be accountable for reading the sign, accountable for paying the ticket, or if I've wronged someone, it's my accountability to apologize or to make things right or to do what's right or show up as a representation of forgiveness and kindness. Really important to be mindful of that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting over a little cold. It's freezing here. I mean, not freezing, but the weather's been crazy. Rain and dust and wind and all that. So, but anyways, it's really important to be accountable for the actions and things that you're doing. And definitely on my part, I always check myself, and a green light always checks up, like, okay, well, was I being accountable for my actions, the things that I'm doing? So, I ask you, the audience, in what ways have you been accountable, or are you noticing certain things? And this accountability can be linked to everything, whether it's, your own wellness, your own finances. you, you know, you, you get into an argument with your wife or your partner or your husband. And sometimes I believe that, for every action there is a reaction. And I believe that it takes two to tango, so both parties are involved when it comes to arguments or disagreements. And so this is where accountability comes in. It comes in when are you being accountable for the faults that you've done, a part of a relationship? Was you not holding space to your partner? Was you not showing up for them? Was you submissive? Were you very demanding? Were you negative? Were you not showing love, or not being available emotionally for your partner? All those things are really important. So I always believe that, there's always two sides to a story, and it's about what are you doing to be accountable, and it works for the other partner as well. And so, I believe, in my opinion, that these are tools that help you thrive in life, and a part of the leadership is being accountable for your actions. As a leader, it's your job to lead. So you have to be accountable for yourself and for them, and S- simply meaning too that it's about you really learning how to be humble and learning how to autocorrect your faults and your imperfections and making them better. So I've learned to adopt this into my life, and I've noticed the transformation when I've applied this concept to different departments of my life, whether it's through friendship or through my marriage, my wife, or my practice, my training, my business, how I handle business with my friends, and being on set. All those different things are really important, and it shows a true value of character and allows you to really thrive and really grow. So I urge you all to look into practicing more of accountability for yourself, and just see how your life changes. I guarantee your life will change if you start to integrate the small lessons of integration, of accountability, and you see the your world or your life actually expanding because you're allowing yourself to be accountable, be humble enough to be responsible for the things that you're doing versus blaming others or blaming the government or blaming society or putting blame on others versus honestly being honest with yourself and being accountable for the things that you do and how you can thrive in modern day society. So I'm going to leave this message with you all. Thank you so much for following Cyber Yoga, and I would love to hear your comments, please. In what ways have you been accountable, or are you applying accountability to your life? And what are you doing? What does that look like? Is it scary? I would love to create a dialogue. And again, thank you all for following me. It really means a lot. Like, share, comment, um, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. And remember to focus on love. Be the love for yourself and others. Team Jesus, Cyber Yoga, all day. Blessings.